Hey, in this video, I want to share with you really essentially how to run and set up a Google ad account. Now, at this stage, I'm assuming that we've gone through the math. So how much we're willing to invest in to get a listing or to get into a conversation at least. Okay. And we're also going to we've also worked out what our goals are. Okay. And if you haven't done that, then check out the other videos on the channel. Okay. So in this, we're going to basically go skip forward out of the five steps that you need to do before, or basically the whole Google Ads setup process. We're going to jump to step 4 and 5, which is basically creating the ads in search, so to appear at the top of Google search when people look for, how much is my house worth and that sort of thing. So they're showing high intent in Google to actually, inquire about how much their house is worth and maybe move on with the next step of their life. So we're going to crack on and I'm going to go. But if it's your first time to the channel, then please subscribe and hit that notification button. We come live every couple of days here, at least weekly, to give you lovely people some juicy content about setting up ads, but not just ads, Google ads and YouTube ads. Okay, so let's go. So hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. We're going to go straight in. So I've set up a Google ad. If you haven't done that, again, what I'll do is I'll put a link up to setting a Google ad, and I'll also share with you a video in the description box about the process that we've taken up to this point. Okay, because this is where people usually jump in to Google ads and they'll just car crash into an account and then realize it doesn't work for you. You've got to have certain steps put in place before we go this step. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically go for sales, because we're after obviously valuations, or instructions. So we're going to go search. Okay. And also before this step, we need to do conversions as well. I forgot to mention we need to set up conversions, which I haven't done here. But once we've got that set up, so we're going to go to website visits. You can also go for phone calls, but phone call ads are notoriously really hard to show on the display network. They only show on mobile phones, which is great because, 70% of our traffic will come from a mobile phone anyway. But what we want to do is we want to basically drive phone calls from what we call call extensions, which I'll go through in a few moments. But stay with me right through to the end. I'm going to show you how to basically set up a campaign from fresh. Okay. So this is where we name the campaign. Now, depending on how big you are and how aggressive you are in terms of this, I'm just going to call this test 2, for instance. And what we're going to do is we're going to unmark search partners, and we're also going to unmark network display. Now, the network display is basically, or Google Display Network is basically a separate network altogether. And again, these guys are just trying to basically get you to spend more money with them, basically. So we just uncheck those initially. Okay. This is where we can choose postcodes. So we go, locations. We've got all countries. It'll be defaulted as all countries. Okay. So this is a really important. If you just go straight into an ad now, you'll show up in Australia, Timbuktu, New Guinea, Australia, Alaska, Antarctica, polar bears that we're looking for you. So what we've got to do is basically enter another location. So we click here. Okay. And what we can do is we can basically put your postcodes in. So I'm just going to put in postcode B44, Bravo 44. It's 129,000 people. So we're going to click that. Okay. And once we've clicked one postcode, what we can do is go into advanced search, and we can basically get a map of what the area looks like. So everyone in the blue at the moment will see this ad. Okay. We can also exclude areas as well, like B23. It's not the best area, so we just basically exclude that. Anyone in this red area will not see our ads. Okay. So hope that's clear. Okay. And then we're going to go to, we're going to skip down. Okay. Now I've got a deeper training on this that talks to you a bit more in depth. This is just an overview. Audiences we leave because it's obviously going to be search network. So we're going to talk about search budget now. So how much you need to spend. Now, to be honest with you guys, if you haven't got a budget, don't do Google ads. If you've got a budget of a couple of £100 a month, you can do Google ads. You can do it on £100 a month, but you've just got to have money. You just got to have the resources, not refunds, resources to enable you to not take the bread off the table. You know what I mean? If this is going to make your family poor or, stop you eating, then don't do it. You know, there's more, well, not effective ways. The Google Ads is the most effective way of getting in front of somebody when they're actually looking, without a doubt. But you do need to have a daily budget. Now, I suggest, because each click on average costed about $3 to $5, £3 to £5 even, sorry, we're going to basically put in here a maximum cap of £4 initially, just to see what goes. But that's not a daily budget. That's not a per click budget. This is a daily budget. Okay. So what we want to do is look for anything around about the £20 mark. So about $25, $30. And what we're going to do here is go to bidding. Now it's basically pushing you to spend more money with Google initially. Now, this will change over time, because once we've got enough data in the campaign, and once we've got phone calls, and once we've got like work coming in, we can then go to a conversion campaign. But initially, we've got to teach Google what to look for. So we can't do that without actually giving it some data. So what we've got to do is go for clicks initially. Okay. And we're going to set a budget of £4 per click. Maximum it'll spend is £4. Okay. Maximum. Okay. You've got to have that maximum in there. Otherwise, it's going to spend up to 20 quid. Now, the more confident you get and the more fluent you are with it, the better. Okay. This is where we do call extensions. Okay. So call it, add extensions. This is where we put telephone numbers in. So what we do is basically click on add. And we just, obviously I've got a predetermined number here. So what you've got to do, you won't have that at the moment. So what we're going to do is go here. So click on here, and it's going to basically open up a box. Okay. I've already got them. So I'm going to skip that step now, but you can just click on this box here, and it basically brings up a little box where you put the telephone number in. You click the UK, United States, whatever country you are here, and we're in the UK, so we click that. But if you're in the US, you just keep it in US, because it's standard default USA. So you just basically put your number in here. You don't need to put your country number or anything like that. So you just put your number in there. And then it's very important that we also do what they call advanced settings, which is basically we want to make sure that anyone that calls that telephone number is tracked. Okay. Again, I've got an advanced full course here on this. I'll share with you where it looks like. I just wanted to show you how really easy it is to set up a Google ad. It's relatively easy. You just got a few holes to sort of avoid really. So what you got now, it drives you to basically an ad group. Now, an ad group is basically a set of ads. Okay. You can create multiple sets of ads. So you can have one for sales, one for lettings. They've got to be separate. This is a common mistake that I usually find, is people just chuck everything into the same campaign. It's not going to work. So we're going to go for sales here. So this one here is basically how much is my house worth? Okay. So basically this keyword, this ad group is all about how much my house is worth. So basically the person who's typed this in, okay, on the right hand side, it gives you an indication of how many clicks you're going to get a day. This is very broad. Anything down this side of the screen, the right hand side of the screen, will be very broad. So don't take it for bait, basically. You've got to be really careful. Keep these what they call broad at the moment initially, just to see what type of traffic we get. We leave it for a few days, for 2 or 3 days. We then go back into the campaign and then just optimize it as we go. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then we go. In fact, apologies for that, guys. I'm going to do what they call phrase match. So all the indications are here. So at least someone's got to type in how much is my house worth, and we're going to do the same. We just put these little speech bubbles at the end of start and end of the word. Each keyword has to have its own line. Okay, so you'll notice that person was typing that, or something like, even if they type in how much is my home worth, that will still show. Okay, providing we're in the budget and the ad schedule sorted. Okay, so then we're going to go, and you don't need to fill this, by the way, as well. You don't need to, because it's going to learn. This is going to be basically it's going to get the data as we go. Okay, so value my house is also a second one. So we just leave that the way it is. We go save and continue. And then it's going to basically bring you to the creative side of the brain, which is the create your ad. Now here, I haven't got a website as we speak, but what you need to do here, it's going to basically, you're going to type your website address in here. Okay, you're going to copy and paste the website. You're going to put it in here. Okay, then it's going to basically populate here. Then you also need to do in the display path, which is really, really important, guys and girls, is that you need to put the keyword in here that you've used. So house value, because basically what it does, it populates over in the right hand side. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to basically create your ads. And what you need to do is basically just like literally fill these ads out. We value houses in, and then you type in, you've got a maximum of 30 characters in the headlines. Now, this is what they call a responsive ad. Okay, so basically you've got to give Google about 6 or 7 different headlines, 6 or 7 different descriptions. And what happens is it basically changes depending on the time of day, and Google will basically go out and test it. And then over a period of about a month, it'll basically provide you the best ad to the best keyword to the person who's most likely going to make a phone call, which is what it's all about. We're giving it a bit of bot control here, not bot, B-O-T, not B-U-T. Okay. So we're going to basically just type it here. A couple of headlines: local estate agent, local realtor in your town. Again, your maximum of 30 characters. Okay. It won't let you show anything over 30 characters. In fact, it won't let you go any further than where you are. So we just basically go through here and we've got to choose keywords. So I'm just being really creative here. Like I said, we've got a course that we show agents. We give you literally templates of how to do it, what to do, where to do, and that sort of thing. And then we give it some descriptions. So don't talk about the successes. So best selling in your town, and then we basically go call for, well, it's another description now. So we got to basically fill it out. So the area's best number, and we just got to fill it out then. And then obviously I'm not going to be able to do that here, okay, because I haven't filled it out. So we're going to go done, and we're going to go save and continue. Now this is going to flag up an error because obviously this is a dummy account. I haven't put URL in or anything like that. Yeah, so it's giving me an issue there, okay? And we just go in and fix them, okay? That's essentially how you create an ad. That's relatively easy. As I say, it's not the full deck because I haven't gone and built a campaign. Next time I build a campaign, I will record it for you. But if you've got any questions, then just drop in a comment. Drop in a comment below. And if you've got any questions at all, again, if you're in the channel, if you're in YouTube, then please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, give me some comments, give me some love. Did you like it? What didn't you like about it? Okay, but I'll look forward to seeing you in a day or two. All right, take care.